What's up everybody? Welcome back to Golf Simulator Videos. We're here today with a pretty awesome video because we have the GSPro Golf Simulator Software hooked up and we are going to go out and play Pebble Beach Golf Links. All right, so this is a brand new course that has been added to the GSPro Golf Simulator Software. It's actually under beta still, so it's not a full release, but this is beta version number 2 that just got released. And we're gonna go ahead and jump right out there, play a few holes and show you guys what it looks like. And then as they get the full release done, maybe we'll go out and play a full 18 holes, but I wanted to give you guys a quick look at this right away. I have a ton of people that ask about the GSPro software, and so I'm trying to demonstrate different things as people bring in some feedback. Feel free to comment down in this video. Let me know what you think. If you're playing the software, other things you'd like to see, I'd be more than happy to try to get that covered for you and in the channel. So before I move on, I want to make sure you guys understand that I've been helping a ton of people with various golf simulator builds. It doesn't matter if you're looking for hardware, software, whatever it may be. Make sure you shoot me an email. I'll pin it to the top of the comments and put it in the description. Doesn't matter if it's turf, screens, projectors, launch monitors, whatever it may be. I have amazing partners that are helping people design their spaces with all kinds of various packages. So make sure you shoot me an email. I appreciate it as always. If you don't have a chance yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm just gonna jump out to local game. All right, and then I already scrolled down to Pebble Beach. And let's go ahead and select some holes. All right, so hole number 1, kind of iconic, you know, starting things off. Hole number 7, that's also a really awesome one. Number 8's really cool because that's where you actually have to kind of lay up and then go down to a green. So let's play that. And then of course, iconic number 17, so I'm sorry, 18. So that should be great, 4 holes to give you guys a really good demonstration. We'll play from the blue tees, it's not too far. We'll leave Thursday pins. I'm gonna crank the stimp up a little bit. I'm used to playing at 11 when I play the tournament rounds. Everything else looks pretty good. Don't need that brake line indicator, and we can go ahead and hit go. It'll load up, and then I'm gonna grab my driver. We'll tee a ball up here. And so hole number 1, I've actually played this course in real life. And I've demonstrated this on a bunch of different software, so this would be cool to be able to compare. Hole number 1's interesting. So 1, obviously the nerves kind of set in because there's actually a patio kind of like right behind you where a ton of people are usually eating lunch or whatever it is, and they're watching everyone tee off, and so obviously gets the nerves going. But it's a very interesting dog leg. If you crush a drive, you definitely could go too far, and you'll watch a lot of pros even, you know, hit 3 woods, 5 woods, whatever it may be. Let's open our menus and stats up here. All right, and then you'll see where I'm aiming down here. See how it's only 255 yards or so cutting the corner, and it's 4 yards uphill, but I like to aim kind of at that second bunker. And if I can, I'll try to hit a little bit of a fade. Not easy for me to do with my driver, but I've been doing a much better job of it lately. And we'll see if we can kind of get it just to cut around the corner. There it goes, a little bit of a cut. Not amazing distance, my strike wasn't perfect. I could get a little cart path help though. And guess what? Hey, that's golf, right? That's why the cart path is there to give me a little love. All right, I'll take that. Wasn't the best strike, and so I just didn't get the distance. I was trying to, you know, cut that. It's not easy for me to cut my driver, but guess what? Same thing in real life. You hit a cart path and get some love like that, then it is what it is, fair game. So got lucky as we start things off here. 85 yards. One thing you'll notice about Pebble Beach is the greens are very small, some very interesting undulation as well. I'm gonna try to get this all the way to the pin because you can see it kind of drops off, and that's something I'll mention. GSPro's done a good job, you know, these course designers, the way they've implemented that 3D, you know, view. I'm using a 4K projector, so, you know, obviously very crisp graphics and everything, but the way you can kind of see that undulation is really nice. So I'm going to try to get all of this 58 and get it all the way to the pin. It might have a little bit of check up or spin back depending on if I clip it real well, but we don't want to leave it short. And you know what? I kind of hit it a little bit towards the toe. It's gonna get there though. And guess what? We rolled off. That's what I was afraid of. Just wasn't a great first strike as we get kind of warmed up here. So this is gonna be a very interesting chip. It's gonna give you an opportunity to kind of see what it's like to chip this close. out of the rough as well, which gives you a penalty for both speed and spin. So I know if I can get it up on the green, it's going to release because I'm getting less spin, obviously with a short chip, but also coming out of the rough. So it's only about 21 feet away or so. So I'm probably only going to hit this for about 10 feet and let it roll up. Let's see what we can do. All right, kind of redeemed myself there with a really good short chip. We walk away even, unscathed, and we're getting things warmed up. So here we go, iconic number 7. And you know, I didn't do a flyover of number 1. We'll do some flyovers as we go on here. This is a short hole, but still you kind of have to show it. So let's go ahead and hit the flyover button. They did a very good job with the ocean. Looks like the layout is proper. You can see all the different bunkers. Obviously number 8 tee box that's over there hitting way up the hill is really cool. So it's 109 yards, but it's almost 10 yards downhill. So I'm gonna grab a 54 and I'm only gonna hit this for about 100 yards. I feel like that's the right play. This is one of those situations where you're just gonna have to understand, you know, how much distance you get when the ball's going downhill. Obviously in the real Pebble Beach, when I played this, it was kind of like a rainy, not too windy day. The sun started to come out after we got through the front 9. Marine layer kind of burned off, but this hole had some wind on it. And I'll tell you what, it made things really interesting. So let's see if we can get all of this 54 and get it down by the pin. All right, might have pushed that just a little bit. Yeah. That's gonna give me a pretty good putt though, I'll take that. That was both my wedge shots, just kind of almost like my face was open, a little towards the toe, just not perfect strikes as we get things going here. All right, so I do like the undulation from this angle though, so I can pretty much just aim kind of right edge of the cup because it's not really moving a whole lot, and we only have a 10-foot putt, 2 inches uphill, so it's probably playing about 12 feet. So as long as I can hit this on line with the right speed, I think we'll be good to go. That 11 stimp can be a little sensitive. All right, we make birdie, redeem ourselves after the first hole, and we're off and running. So this is that hole I was telling you about. Once again, see how it really depicts that undulation really well? When we played this in real life, I was shocked, you know, how intimidating kind of this hill was and you couldn't really see. And I like how it kind of gives you a similar feel. So let's go over to our mini map here. And let's just see if we get it all the way down there. See how that's only 230 yards? You really have to be careful. I mean, you want to lay this up. Can you hit driver? Yes, but it could totally get you in trouble. So I think I'm just gonna take my hybrid. I'll use my little mini tee. I've had a lot of people ask me lately what I'm using for tees. I use burr tees, and if you check this out, I'll get it to focus in. They actually make these little number 1 tees. So if you're teeing off, you want to tee it up with an iron or a hybrid, whatever it may be, it's pretty cool. This kind of gives you a little more opportunity if you're catching a little turf. Let's see if we can make a good swing with a hybrid. Usually can carry this thing about 215, 220 if I get a hold of it. We're obviously way uphill. Oh, I hit it low on the face though. I was swinging for it to be on a tee, but I mean, it's dead straight. Just didn't quite get it up there as far as I wanted to. All right, little thin, 195 yards, and it's only 11 feet downhill, so this is really interesting. Let's see what it is to the front of the green. This is a tough course. Look at the size of that green. Okay, so it's 4.1 yards downhill to aim right there, and it's 186 yards. So like a smooth 6-iron should be fine. I might have to tell the GSPro folks though that, you know, notice how it only says it's 11 feet downhill, but when I checked that, it was quite significant downhill, 4 yards, but it changes right by the pin. So I wonder if the green's elevation is set just like a little different. So this is gonna be a little risky, I think. But I know it's downhill. You can see it's downhill. I'm gonna play it for the downhill. I'm gonna hit a full 6-iron. I drew it a little bit though. Get a good bounce. Get a good bounce. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're putting on a very difficult hole. I mean, this is a hole where if you can walk away with a par, in my opinion, you're doing well. You could get in so much trouble depending on how you're playing it. All right, so I think that was downhill because notice how my carry raw was only 181, carry game 185, so we'll have to check on that. Oh man, look at the break on this. All right, it's really fast the first, what is that, first 15 feet, and then it slows down a little bit. But I definitely think it's gonna take off right. I don't know what I set the gimmies at, 5 feet maybe? I think that's pretty close to what I want because I can see how it slows down a little bit by the hole. 33 feet, it's a flat putt. Oh, I might have hit it too hard. I just kind of jumped at it. That was a decent read, and I got excited and just kind of yipped it a little bit. Oh, this is going to be a very difficult par putt. Very difficult par putt. All right, let's see what we got here. Now it's only 10 feet. You can see that speed of that break. The question is, do you want it to kind of leak down towards the hole and fall in, or do you want to get it there? It's only playing about 10 feet. Hit this for about 5 inside the studio. We made par. Wow, I'm so glad that we pulled that off. It was so tough. Man alive. It's, putts like that, you're just kind of deciding if you want that break to kind of pull it into the hole, or if you want to kind of make it a more straight putt and hit it a little faster, but you risk bouncing off the cup. I mean, just like in real life. Now the beautiful number 18, I think a perfect opportunity to do another flyover. Let's go ahead and do that. Now there are some other settings, different options and things that they've added that I haven't shown you guys. They have a little gimmie circle to show you your gimmie range around the pin, which is pretty cool. We can show some other various features as well. And I don't think I can turn that on mid-game. We can go into the settings and look. What a beautiful hole. Oh, let's see here. Game, enable gimmie circle. So looks like we're actually able to do that. So let's go ahead and hit save, and we'll be able to see a gimmie circle when we're putting this time. 260 yards, I generally would just aim right at this tree because it's on the right side. Gives you a little bit of a leeway. Usually you can't quite carry it to the tree depending on how well you hit it from these tees. And even if you do hit it, you'd think that it would hit and drop down, but I generally hit a little bit of a draw, so I'd hope to draw it inside the tree and give myself a chance maybe to get home in two, but generally laying up on this hole. I actually hit almost like a little bit of a slice when I played this in real life and ended up way over on the right, and it was difficult to play from there. I played long, but just a really, really cool hole. It's just incredible with the ocean right there. All right, let's see what we can do here. Of course, it's not going to draw at all. Is it going to get past the tree though? Oh, it hit a branch, but I think we're okay. All right, not a bad position to be in over here. I hit that pretty well, just kind of straight pushed it. All right, let's see here, 252. If you just had guts, you could just say, you know what, grab the 3-wood and go for it. But I'll give you what I think is my little tip. So I could either hit a hybrid, or I could hit a 5-iron, which is a little more, straighter ball flight for me. And here, see this tree over here? I'm on the mini map. See the little pink circle? See that tree? That can be big trouble. So if I were to kind of push my hybrid too far and get behind that tree, let me tell you, it's not where you want to be. So I'm just going to play a 5-iron. We can still set ourselves up for a birdie opportunity. Tried to draw it a little bit and get a little bit of distance, but I just didn't hit the face right where I like to. Carried at 190. I mean, that's close. I probably lost five yards or so versus a normal well-struck ball. I'll tell you what, for Thursday pins, look at that pin location. That's not easy. 58 yards. And that's the thing. I'm only 58 yards with laying up with a 5-iron. All right. You know, I'm going to aim a little bit right because I can see, and I'll tell you what, well, we don't have to do that. I was going to say, because you can zoom in up towards the hole, but all we really have to do here is just kind of aim just a little bit right, like that. All right, 58 yards. Love to hear what you guys think about Pebble Beach so far. I feel like they did a pretty good job with the buildings and everything, the wall, you know, being here in real life, you know, I'm getting a feel, you know, of Pebble Beach, which is nice. Very nice. All right. 58 yards, it's all about distance here. Roll up. See the gimme circle? We missed gimme. It's exactly how I wanted to play it. It's just that just a little short. Man, that would have been our easy birdie, but that's okay. All we got to do now is make this putt from 8 feet. Similar break that we saw earlier, a little bit slower it looks like. I feel like from only 8 feet, this is only playing about a cup to the right or so, with the right speed, of course. It's not going to have an opportunity to break too much. Maybe just a tiny bit more to the right there. That's what I like. And we let it just kind of go soft in there. 11 snip. There it is. So we ended up with 2 birdies, 2 under par for our 4 holes. I'll tell you what, I'll take that all day long. I mean, I'm excited to see different revisions that they're going to do because, like I said, please keep in mind this is a beta. So beta version, you know, they're going to be releasing little details, enhancements, you know, changes, any errors they might see, things like that. So understand. But I'd really like you guys to comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're playing GSPro and you've played this yet or not. You know, let me know what you you know, think of the course so far. You know, if you played it in real life, what you think as far as a comparison. But we've played Pebble Beach on all kinds of different software. So it's really a cool opportunity to compare them all to see how they, you know, look, how they play different, you know, whatever it may be. But tons of people, you know, that are now using GSPro because of that open API that they have. And you can basically connect any launch monitor you want with that open API. It's really adding a lot of users, gives you another option to play. You know, like it a lot. I think it's pretty cool. It's awesome to see all of the different users that are creating courses. I mean, the course list is just getting huge, you know, so check that out, and you can see all the different courses. They're adding them pretty much, you know, weekly at this stage, you know, handfuls almost, you know, by the week. But once again, Pebble Beach Golf Links, GSPro Golf Simulator Software. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of preview of the beta version number 2 of the 4 holes we played out here. Appreciate you watching as always. Make sure you shoot me an email if you're looking for any different golf simulator hardware, software, components, whatever it may be. Once again, appreciate it, guys. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.